So good morning everyone. Welcome to our channel V2V, and you can follow our channel in Telegram, Instagram, Facebook for more updates regarding our channel. Clear? So all the materials, all the PDFs which are available in the Telegram, guys, just follow me in the Telegram. If you want the links are available in the description. Go through the description, you can get the you can get the links, guys. First of all, confirm that is clear audio and video, and start sharing our video. Just copy the link and share to your friends. The most important topic in quantitative aptitude, that is time and distance. Just share to your friends, guys. See, the most important topic in quantitative aptitude, that is for time and distance. See, what is the importance of time and distance, and what are the different applications, what are the different models we are going to discuss in this session. First, see that. See, we'll go to step by step. What are the basic information for time and distance? See, generally how we are calculating a speed. For example, this is the line and this is the distance. So this is the distance between the place. A person here to cover these distance in a particular time. So whatever the distance they covered in a particular time. So these two parameters, with the help of these two parameters, then we can calculate its speed. That's why speed can be defined as distance by time. Yeah, how much the distance a person can cover in certain time. Based on these two parameters, we can calculate its speed. Now see, initially we just focus on what are the basic units for distance, time and speed. First of all, distance. Distance we can measure either kilometers or meters. Clear? Meters means it is defined as a length. Clear? So you can measure either kilometers or meters. Kilometers is related for distance term, meter is related for length. And we have a one conversion. Kilometer can be converted into meter. See, 1 kilometer is exactly equal to, kilo means that is exactly equal to 1000 meters. This is the first information. Next, calculation of time. So time can be calculated either hours or minutes or seconds. Then see, conversion of hour become a minute, that is exactly equal to 60 minutes. Then minute become a second, it exactly equal to 60 seconds. Then here 1 hour can be calculated in terms of seconds, exactly equal to 3600 seconds. That is exactly equal to 60 into 16. Now, based on these two parameters, we can calculate its speed. So, speed can be measured either kilometer per hour or meter per second. These are the units for distance, time and speed. So, speed can be calculated based on distance covered by the particular time. So, distance we can measure as kilometer or meter. Time is hour to the second. Speed is kilometer per hour to meter per second. Here, we'll start our first concept in a time and distance, that is deals with the conversion. Conversion is the first important parameter while we're solving any question related for time and distance. Sir, what is the conversion? Conversion means we should convert a kilometer per hour to meter per second. That is the first conversion. Converted kilometer per hour to meter per second. Now see, most of the students, they confuse a little bit. They confuse, sir, it is multiple with 5 by 18 or 18 by 5. Simply don't, if you, it is a difficult, it is in the dilemma part, just go with a simple thing, guys. See, first we converted kilometer to the meter. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Now we should convert it hour to the seconds. Now hour to the seconds means 60 minutes into 60 seconds. You just cancel these two numbers. Again, 2 3s are 2 5s are. Now the resultant become 5 by 18. Then what is the first important part? If you converted kilometer per hour to meter per second, the number which is multiple with a 5 by 18. In the same way, if you converted meter per second to kilometer per hour, the number which is multiple with the 18 by 5. So 18 by 5. So that is the theory of conversion. If you converted kilometer per hour to meter per second, the number which is multiple with a 5 by 18. The number which is converted meter per second to kilometer per hour, the number which is multiple with a 18 by 5. So this is the first important part for going with a conversion. Is it clear, guys? Clear theory, everyone? So don't confuse that. This is the most important for throughout the topic. No, why? Because whatever the calculation, final answer must should be either kilometer per hour or meter per second. So if you define in that way, means you must know about the conversion part. Yeah. Yes. Here there is a two questions. Give me the answers. Converted 30 meter per second to kilometer per hour. These are the two questions. So we have completed the concept first part. Then we'll go to the questions. What is the answer for these two questions? Yes, first part. See, we converted 30 meter per second to kilometer per hour. So 30 into meter per second can be converted into kilometer per hour. The number which is multiple with the 18 by 5 nana. 5 1 are 5, 5 6 are. Now see, 6 10 are 60, 6 8 are 48. The resultant become 108 kilometer per hour. So answer 108 kilometer per hour. Very good, Nana. So go with the second question. Converted 90 kilometer per hour to the meter per second. Second one. See, 90 kilometer can be converted into meter per second. The resultant is multiple with the 5 by 18. So 5 by 18 means 18 exactly equal to 5 times 5 5s are 25 meter per second. This is the smaller question. If you good at a conversion, you can easily solve these two questions. Either converted meter per second to kilometer per hour, the number which is multiple with the 18 by 5. Second one, if you converted kilometer per hour to meter per second, the number which is multiple with the 5 by 18. This is the concept number 1, Nana. It's very good, right? Very good, Nana. Now move on to that proportion. See, if you who are writing the Infosys and TCS, those you can get a question in time and distance. Those time and distance questions are related to based on the proportions. What are the proportions? Now see that if you know these concept, you can easily solve those questions, guys. Speed is equal to distance by time. Then what is the proportionality limit? Means see, if the relation between speed and distance, see, speed and distance relation, speed is directly proportional to the distance. Speed is directly proportional to the distance. For example, speed is directly proportional to the distance. If you want to eliminate the proportional, s is equal to k into d. If you want the constant value, that value become s by d. For example, if there is a two parameters are given, so for example s1 d1 is given, s2 d2 we need to find, means the formula is exactly equal to s1 by d1 exactly equal to s2 by d2. This is the first information. Second information, see, now you just find the relation for speed and time. See, speed is inversely proportional to the time, Nana. Speed is inversely proportional to the time. Now see, speed is inversely proportional to the time. You eliminated proportionality limit by taking a constant, Nana. Then s is equal to k by t. Then constant value is equal to st. So if you compare that, so s1 t1 is exactly equal to s2. But here, don't go with any of these type of theory. Just observe that. What is the observation? See, guys, if speed become a distance is directly proportional, speed become a time is inversely proportional. If you know these particular part, then you can easily solve the questions. Now here the question. The speed ratio between the two objects is equal to 3:4. Now, what is the distance ratio? Then what is the distance ratio and what is the time ratio? This is the question, Nana. So it's a direct question. If the speed ratio is equal to 3:4, then what is the distance ratio and what is the time ratio? Need that. According to the information, see, distance is directly proportional to the speed ratio. It means, see, if speed ratio is 3:4, the distance ratio is also 3:4. The distance ratio always be the 3:4. Same thing. What is the time ratio? So time is inversely proportional to the speed, Nana. Time is inversely proportional to the speed means the value become 1:3 and 1:4. Now the ratio become exactly equal to 4:3. So this is the most important conversion, speed and time. Clear? Speed and distance is directly proportional. Speed and distance is directly proportional. Speed and time is inversely proportional. Is it clear? Is it clear? So that is the direct question, Nana. So the relation between the speed and distance is directly proportional. Speed and time is inversely proportional. So that is the question. Is it clear? Now, for example, if speed ratio is given for 1:2, 2:3, then what is the distance ratio and what is the time ratio? Yeah. Now see, the distance ratio is always constant, Nana. The value become exactly equal to 1:2, 2:3. But according to the time, the value you can take it as inversely proportional. Any inversely proportional, it means if you go with a direct one, take it as a LCM of all these parameters. So LCM of all these parameters is equal to 6, Nana. Then see, if it is a distance ratio, directly you can write this value. If you want the time ratio exactly equal to 6 is to take a LCM, Nana. 6 is to 2 become a 6 3 times and 3 become a 6 2 times. The ratio become exactly equal to 6 is to 3 is to 2. Is it clear? So that is the based on the proportion. So first part we completed the conversion. So kilometer per hour to meter per second is a 5 by 18. Meter per second to kilometer per hour is the 18 by 5. The second part, if you observe the entire formula, speed and distance is directly proportional. Speed and time is inversely proportional. Let's see the question. What are the different questions? See guys, observe. If you observe that question, you can get the information in very less with little bit of less time. It takes very less time, guys. Just read it carefully. That's the question. See that. First, identify that they given as a speed ratio. The speed ratio they given, guys. Speed ratio is equal to 7:8. If the second train runs at a 400 kilometers in 4 hours, then what is the speed of a first train? There is a direct question, guys. What is the direct question? Means see, here the speed ratio is exactly equal to 7:8. This is the first train and this is the second train. Now, what is the speed formula? Speed can be calculated based on distance by time, Nana. Here, distance is equal to 400 kilometers, time is equal to 4 kilometers. The value become exactly equal to 100 kilometer per hour. That is the original value. Now, these original value you should compare with a speed ratio. Now, see, 7:8, 7:8. Then 8 units become 100. 8 units become 100. Each value is exactly equal to 12.5, Nana. Why? Because 12.5 means 100 by 8, the resultant is equal to 12.5. Then what is the speed of first train? Speed of first train exactly equal to 7 units. No answer. 7 into 12.5, the resultant is equal to 87.5 kilometer per hour. This is the comparison. The answer become exactly equal to 87.5 kilometer per hour. Yes, very good, very good, Nana. Varsha, Mahalakshmi, very good, Nana. Yes, Anand. Yeah, so in this way, just compare, guys. Just go through the second one. Here, the question number 2. So, this is the question they given in Infosys, guys. Walking 6 by 7th of usual speed, a man is 12 minutes too late. The usual time taken by cover the entire distance. Now, see, by walking 6 by 7th of his usual speed, 6 by 7th means, see, they given as a speed ratio, guys. What is the meaning of 6 by 7? 6 is to 7. So this is general speed and this is present speed. Present, he was going with a 6 by 7th means usual speed is exactly equal to 7. That is the ratio, guys. See, a person walking 6 by 7th of his usual speed means 7 units means I just assume a value, guys. So originally he need to travel with a 7 kilometer per hour, but because of some problem he was traveling now 6 kilometer per hour. That is the meaning of speed, guys. Now, if you understand that there is a comparison given for speed and a time, Nana. Now you can convert these value as time. Now see, the relation for speed and time, the relation for speed and time exactly equal to, the speed and time is exactly equal to inversely proportional. Now, the time ratio is always be the constant. Now, what is your observation, guys? If you observe that the distance is always constant. If speed is increases, it takes a less time. If speed is decreases, it takes a more time. But according to the entire parameters, the distance is always constant. If check it out, see, 6 7 ja 42, 6 7 ja 42. The distance value is always constant. Now, if you understand these particular part, see, if you're traveling 6 kilometer per hour, it takes for 7 units. If you're traveling for 7 kilometer per hour, it takes for 6 units. Now see that here the time value he takes for 1 minute more, guys. It takes 1 minute more while he traveling 6 by 7th of. Then observe, guys, how we are taking the value. Speed ratio is 6 is to 7. Time is inversely proportional, 7 is to 6. Now observe that the person, if you using the present speed, by using the present speed, he take 1 unit more time. 1 unit more time. Now see, 1 unit is exactly equal to 12 minutes. 1 unit is exactly equal to 12 minutes. Now, what is the usual time taken to cover the distance? Then see, the usual time here exactly equal to 6 units, Nana. Then 1 unit is equal to 12. Then 6 units exactly equal to 72 minutes. 72 minutes means the value become exactly equal to 1 hours 12 minutes. So answer 1 hour 12 minutes. Yes, very good. Clear? Simple, guys. I am not applying any formulas. I just go through the concept only. What is the concept? If they given as a speed ratio, they compare with a time. Na, the relation between the speed and time is inversely proportional. If you know the particular part, then you can crack this question without taking pen and paper. Directly, you can see the answer. Right? Because see the difference. So without taking pen and paper, how we are doing, sir? 6 and 7. So original usual speed is 7, present speed is 6. If you take it as these comparison value, then 6 become a original value. Now see, 6 into 12, the value become exactly equal to 72. Yeah. Let's try this question. Observe, guys, which one is the directly proportional and inversely proportional? Those are the most important, and if you recognize the format, definitely you can solve the question within minute. Yes, see that a father starts from home at a certain time to pick his son from the school. Now see, this is the home, this is the school. First, if the concept of time and distance, first understand the theory part. What is the story they given? There is a story. A father starts from home, a certain place, to pick his son from the school at 5 p.m. See, he picks daily his son at exactly 5 p.m. now. But we don't know that at what time the father starts at home. We don't know that now. One day, the school got over earlier at 3 p.m. One particular day, the school was completed at 3 p.m. At 3 p.m. And the son start walking to home. He was starts walking. But those information don't know the further. The information don't know the further. So one particular day, the school was completed at 3 p.m. and he was starts at usual time, and both persons are meets at a certain time. So for example, this is the meeting point of both father and mother, and sorry, both father and son. And if he meet his father way, both return 40 minutes earlier. So he pick his son his particular point, this particular point, and return back home. Return back home, and it takes 40 minutes earlier than the usual time. So he says how much time? 40 minutes time. He says 40 minutes time. If the speed of sun is 40 kilometer per hour, what is the speed of father? That is the information. Now see, guys, observe that what are the given parameters. they given. So what is the most important parameters? See, the most important parameters in the question. He pick his son at a certain place and return back for the entire he saves 40 minutes. This is the most important key point in this question. Okay, here my question. Why he saves 40 minutes? Why he saves 40 minutes means why? Because the person, the father is not covered these distance and not covered these distance. That is the only important part. Why he saves enter 40 minutes means the father is not covered forward journey. The father is not covered backward journey. And we already know that equal distance can be taken as a equal time. Now see, the 40 minutes means he was not doing 20 minutes journey here. He was not doing 20 minutes journey here. That is the most important information. Now, according to that, see, for generally he need to pick his son at 5 p.m. He was not doing his journey for 20 minutes means the father pick his son exactly equal to 440. 440. Now, the ratio of timing of father and son. Father and son time ratio. T1 is to T2. Now what is observation? See, if these particular distance further covered in 20 minutes, further covered in 20 minutes. At the same time, sun covered how much of time means he starts at 3 p.m. meets at 4:40 p.m. See, starts at 3 o'clock and meets at 4:40 means he was taking a journey of 100 minutes, Nana. Now, the ratio of father and son in the time is exactly equal to 1 is to 5. The ratio of timing is equal to 1 is to 5. Speed ratio is equal to 5 is to 1. Now, you should compare the original. The speed of sun is 40. Now, become 1 is equal to 40 kilometer per hour. If 1 is equal to 40 kilometer per hour, the further is equal to 5 units. Nana, 5 into 40, the value become exactly equal to 200 kilometer per hour. That is the story, and this is the most important key point in the question. If he saves 40 minutes means he was not doing the forward journey and return journey. So each time he saves 20 minutes. Now see, you just pick these particular part. So the father covered these distances in 20 minutes. At the same time, sun starts at 3 o'clock and meets at 4:40. He was doing a journey of 100 minutes. Now just find the ratio and compare with the speed, then you can get the answer. Is it clear the story, Nana? Yes, Anand, Varsha, very good, Nana. Just if it is a question is bigger, smaller, doesn't matter, guys. Just work out on the theory and work out on the concept. If you work out on both the parameters, then you can easily solve the entire concepts of time and distance. Now, try this question. Conversion. If you good at a conversions, then you can easily handle these questions. Next question. Now see, what is the information for question? Two guns are fired from the same place at an interval of 6 minutes. See, so this is the bullet. These are the two bullets. Okay. From here to here, he fired. So the difference between the timings is exactly equal to 6 minutes. That is the information. See, two guns are fired from the same place at an interval of 6 minutes. A person approaching the place, he observed that 5 minutes 52 seconds have elapsed between the hearing of sounds of two guns. If the velocity of sound is 330 meter per second, a man was approaching that place at what speed? So that is the entire information. See guys, for example, the difference between the bullet and bullet is equal to 6 minutes. For example, here there is a person. If the person stands here, definitely he can hear the difference between the bullets timing is also 6 minutes, Nana. Why? Because if initially two guns are fired at a 6 minutes of gap, definitely he can hear those sound also 6 minutes gap. But see, he was hearing the sound. A person was starts walking. He was not there, guys. He was starts walking. He hears the second sound. He hears the second sound, that is exactly equal to 5 minutes 52 seconds. So that is the most important part. So you can see, if the two guns are fired at the same place at an interval of 6 minutes, means the person who is standing at a certain place, he can hear also those sound as 6 minutes of gap. But according, after the first bullet of firing, he was starts walking and he can hear the second bullet sound is in 5 minutes 52 seconds. Now this is the place constant, as early as a previous question. This is the place constant. Now see, if these distance can cover by bullet, these distance covered by bullet is exactly equal to 8 seconds now. Clear? These distance covered by bullet exactly equal to 8 seconds, and these distance covered by the person exactly equal to 352 seconds. This is the important. Yeah. So these distance covered by the bullet is equal to 8 seconds. These distance covered by the person is equal to 352 seconds. Now I just find the time ratio. So time ratio of person and bullet. So person covered those distance in 352 seconds, bullet in 8 seconds. Now see, 8 fours are 32, 8 fours are 32. The ratio of timing is equal to 44 is to 1. The ratio of timing is equal to 44 is to 1. If you want the speed ratio, speed ratio exactly equal to 1 is to 44. 1 is to 44. Now you should compare that. The velocity of sound is 330 meter per second. Means see, you just compare that. 44 units is exactly equal to 330 meter per second. Now we need to calculate it. What is the speed of that person? Speed of the person is equal to 1 unit. 1 unit is equal to how much? My answer is equal to 330 by 44. But answer in terms represented for kilometer per hour. So you should multiply the number with 5 by 18. Now see, 11 13s are 11 4s are. Again see, 6 3s are 6 3s are 6 5s are. Now see, the answer become 11 3s are 11 4s are 5 by 18. Okay. 11 fours are, again 5 fives are 25. I did a mistake. 330 by 44, and it should converted meter per second. No, sorry, Nana. Kilometer per hour means that is represented for 5 by 18. The 5 by 18. Here 11 fours are 11 30s are. Now see, 2 twos are 2 15s are. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are. 2 ones are 2, 2 nines are. So 9 threes are 27. The speed of that person is equal to 27 kilometer per hour. Guys, this is the most important part. See how I'm doing. See, this is the place I need to focus as early as previous question. What I mentioned in the earlier question, the same concept we can apply here. Just identify the time ratio, convert it into speed, then you can compare with a speed. So is clear for second concepts? First two concepts are clear based on the conversion, based on the proportions. Now we'll move on to the third concept. In the time and speed and distance, it is relative speed. Clear? Now see, what is the relative speed? See, I was mentioning already in the clocks concept, the speed of relativity. See, simply if you want the definition, study the motion of object, one body with respect to the other. One body with respect to other. If two objects are in the motion at the same time, it deals with the relative speed. If two objects which are traveling in a same time, either both are traveling in opposite direction, both are traveling in a same direction, it deals with the relative speed. There is a two types of speeds, Nana. Static speed and relative speed. Relative speed deals with the if two objects are in the motion. Static speed deals with the one constant with a one motion. That is the difference between the static and the relativity. Now see, for better understanding, I will tell you the one concept. There is a distance between the two places is equal to 100 kilometers. Now, a person covered at a speed of 30 kilometer per hour. At the same time, Nana, at the same time, other is traveling at a 20 kilometer per hour. Now, what is your observation? If a person covered 30 kilometer per hour, means for 1 hour he covered 30 kilometers. A person covered 20 kilometer per hour, means for 1 hour he traveled 20 kilometers. Now see, for a first 1 hour they covered 30 kilometers. At the same time he was covering 20 kilometers. Then what is your observation? For 1 hour, the entire distance reduces between the places is exactly equal to 50 kilometers. Now, what is the observation? But see, If one object is traveling u kilometer per hour, other objects is traveling v kilometer per hour, and both are starts at a same time, then relative speed. If relative speed, if two objects are traveling in opposite direction, if two objects are traveling in opposite direction, the relative speed is addition of the two parameters. The answer is u plus v kilometer per hour. If two objects are traveling in a same direction, Nana, same direction means the lower speed can overcome the higher speed. Means we need to find the difference. The difference is exactly equal to u minus v kilometer per hour. So don't consider according to the direction. Most of the students they consider like sir opposite minus like a minus same means plus. Don't go that. So concept of relativity says that if two objects are traveling in opposite direction, the relative speed is sum of those speeds. If both are traveling in the same direction, the relative speed is difference of those speeds, Nana. That's why V deals with the u plus v and this is u minus v. Now, what is the formula? Speed is equal to distance by time. If the question related for two different speeds, now these speed you can convert it into relative speed. So that is the concept number 3 now. Is it clear concept? Guys, if you good at a concept, then you can easily solve the questions, guys. That's why every time I mention the concept. Is it clear? Now, what are the questions based on the concept of relative speed? Now, see that this is the question number 1. Give me the answer. Then try. Just apply the concept in the question number 8. A thief steals a car at 1:30 p.m. and drives at a speed of 40 km per hour. The theft is discovered at 2 p.m. and the owner sets off in another car at a speed of 50 km per hour. He will overtake the thief at what time? He will overtake what time exactly? Now see. So this is the car. Yeah. And this is the car. He steals at exactly 1:30 p.m. Still, owner was not observed that particular incident. Now, the thief drives this car at a speed of 40 km per hour. Now, there is a only one person is moving. There is a only one person is moving. It deals with the speed, Nana. If one person along with another person with the same time, it deals with the relative speed. Just find the difference between the speed and relative. Still, there is a no relative speed. Why? Because a person was not observed. The owner was not observed what happened at that exactly. So he theft the car and it starts moving at a speed of 40 km per hour. Now, the theft is discovered at 2 p.m. Now, this is the place of owner. For example, this is the original position of car. Now it is traveling with a certain speed. Now this is the place of owner. He was observed. Now he was observed. Now what is observation? He just observed, that means he realized that my car was theft by someone. I need to take that car. Now he was picking another car. He was taking another car and he was traveling at a speed of 50 km per hour. Now, what is your observation? Initially, that is the individual speed. Now, the theft car is running at a 40 km per hour. The person owner car is also running at a 50 km per hour. Now, these entire information deals with the relative speed. Now these entire information related for relative speed. Now here the question, we need to find the time. At what time? What he will overtake the theft at what time? Means time is equal to distance by speed. Now see, the distance between these cars exactly defined as clear 30 minutes of journey. The distance between the place is exactly equal to 30 minutes journey of the theft person, the 30 minutes journey of that person. Now see, per hour he covered 40 kilometers, Nana. Per hour he covered 40 kilometers. For half an hour he covered only 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers divisible by speed means if both are traveling in a same direction, the relative speed is subtracted. Now see, so 50 minus 40, that is exactly equal to 10. Means the owner overtakes the theft exactly took for 2 hours. But here we have most of the students have a question. Sir, we need to add these 2 hours for 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So that is the question. Now simple guys. When exactly the relative speed starts, we need to add the time into that particular time. Now see, the relative speed starts at 2 o'clock, guys. The relative speed starts at 2 o'clock. We need to add 2 hours for those two. That's why answer become a 4 p.m. Nana, not a 3:30 p.m. Why? Because 1:30 deals with the speed. 2 o'clock deals with the relative speed. That's why the final time we should add for the relative, Nana. That's why the answer is exactly equal to 4 p.m. Is it clear, the story? Is clear, Nana, story? Don't make any mistakes for addition for 1:30 or 2 o'clock. The concept is most important. No, same direction, no? Same direction, Nana. Same direction is subtracted. Opposite direction is the addition. This is the car, theft car. We need to chasing now. Overtakes. The overtakes means both are traveling in the same direction. Yes. Try the one more question. There's a blast. Next one. See. A boy plants a bomb at a place. So there is a place here. He plants a bomb here at the place and start running. The person was starts running. A person was starts running at 30 meter per second. Now see, still there is a no relative speed. Why? Because he plants a bomb and starts running. Then after 56 seconds, the bomb was blast. After 56 seconds, the bomb was blast. Now see, bomb was blast means now the sound is also traveling. Now the person is also traveling, the sound is also traveling. Now you can see that, see, if two objects are traveling with a certain speed, definitely it deals with the relatives. Now the gap between the sound and person exactly equal to 56 seconds journey of that person. The gap means the distance between the blast of a sound and the person is exactly equal to 56 seconds of a journey, Nana. Now you can go with the calculation. Now see, just we need to find what is the time. Time formula is equal to distance by speed. Now here the distance means the person traveling in 56 seconds. So 56 into 30 meter per second. There is no problem with the conversion. Why? Because the speed in terms of seconds. Now, the relative speed. If you see the relative speed, the boy was traveling 30 meter per second. The sound of blast was traveling 40 meter per second. Now both are traveling in same direction. Relative speed is minus. Now see, the relative speed is minus. Clear? So 450, sorry, it's not a 40. 450, na? So 450, it's not a 40, guys. 450 minus 30 is equal to 420. Now you can cancel 0, 0. 3 become 14 times, 14 become 4 times. It takes only for to reach that person exactly equal to 4 seconds, now. Just go through the story and apply the concept of relativity. Next, if two objects in the motion, definitely just apply the concept of relativity, now. Next one. A car is 100 meters behind the bus. This is the bus. A car was 120 meters behind the bus. The distance between these two is equal to 120 meters. Now see, a car is 120 meters behind the bus. In how much time? It will be a 760 meters ahead of bus if their speeds are 48 kilometer per hour. See, here car speed is equal to 48 kilometer per hour. Now bus speed is equal to 30 kilometer per hour. If the see the entire scenario, the car speed is greater than bus speed, means definitely the car is overtakes with a certain time. Now from these particular point to travel with a 48 kilometer per hour, it reaches 760 meters ahead of a bus. Now the car position is this one. Now the car position is equal to this one. That is the entire information. So initially car is 120 meters behind the bus. In how much time? It will be 760 meters ahead of the bus. If the speed is 48 kilometers and 30 kilometers, we need to find the time wrap. Time is equal to distance by speed. Now the entire scenario, both are objects in the traveling. Both are objects in the traveling means it's a concept of relative speed. Now see, the distance means he covered these 120 kilometers gap. He covered 760 kilometers gap. The entire distance covered by the bus exactly equal to 880 meters. Now, if both are traveling in the same direction, the relative speed is subtraction. Subtraction means 48 minus 30, the value become 18 kilometer per hour. Now see, above information is meter, below information is kilometer per hour. You must convert the value. So converted kilometer per hour to meter per second is exactly equal to 5 by 18. Now you can cancel 18 and 18. Now see, this is for um, 5 ones are 5. So 5 ones are 5, we have a 38 nana. 5 sevens are 35, 5 sevens are 35, we have a 30 nana. 5 6 are 30. The value become 176. 176 seconds. Clear the entire scenario? Yes, very good, Nana. Shubham, Lekya, very good. Now that, what is the average speed? The next concept, the fourth concept, deals with the average speed. See, most of the student, average speed can be considered like a average is equal to sum by number. This is completely a wrong. Average is completely different than average speed. Average is completely different than average speed. What is the meaning of average speed? Means they cover different distances. For example, the distance you just divided two parts for entire distance. These particular distance they're running at a speed of a kilometer per hour. These distance they are running at a speed of b kilometer per hour. Now see, if they cover different distances with a different speed, different distances with a different timing, so whatever that it deals with the all different things is deals with the average speed. Average speed means different distances they covered in certain speed or different timings, it deals with the average speed. So average speed can be called as distance by time, but don't take it as average formula. Whatever the different distances they covered in certain time or different speeds, that is a concept of average speed. Now see guys, if in the given question, if there is a no particular information for distance, clear? See guys, distance can be calculated based on LCM of given speeds. Let me explain one question. Now you can understand that how you are take it as LCM. Now see there is a places, there is a two places guys. There is a two places between P and Q. A person was traveling X kilometer per hour. Another person traveling return journey at Y kilometer per hour. What is the average journey? What is the average journey? Means for example, what is the average journey? Means CRC. The entire distance I just consider here by the C guys. The entire distance from here to here, from here to here, the entire distance I just assume as a T. Now, don't take it as X and Y. Now you can take it as this is 20 kilometer per hour and this is 30 kilometer per hour. Now see, here from P to Q, the distance is exactly equal to D Nana. From forward and return journey, the total distance is equal to 2D. Now what is the formula? Average speed is exactly equal to distance by time. So here distance is equal to 2D. Now see, first D, they're running at a speed of 20 km per hour. Next D, they're running at a speed of 30 km per hour. Then again, what are you doing? So 2D divisible by 2D divisible by, again you took LCM 60. Now see, this is the value become 2D plus, and this is the value for 23 is at 3D. Now what is the entire calculation? 2D into 60 by 5D. Again DD cancel, 5 become exactly equal to 12 times 12 2s are 24 kilometer per hour. But see guys, it takes us some extra calculation. Then what is the observation? If the question related for any average speed, so speed, if you want to go with any average speed, definitely you should know about the distance. The distance you just consider LCM of the given speeds. Now, for example, this is the question they given. First, you just assume a distance, Nana. Assume means LCM of 20 and 30. 20 and 30, the LCM is exactly equal to 60 kilometers. If one side is 60 kilometers, for both the sides, you just assume 60 plus 60. The value become exactly equal to 120. Now, first 60 kilometers, he running at a speed of 20 kilometer per hour. Next 60 kilometers, they're running at a speed of 30 kilometer per hour. Now see, this is 3 2s are and this is 3s are 120 by 5, the value becomes 24 kilometer per hour. See, if you take a LCM of the given speeds as a distance, no need to consider in terms of fractions. Yeah. So this is the average speeds. Then here the question number 1, give me the answer. Sorry, we already completed. 20 kilometers and 30 kilometers. So the LCM of these two parameters exactly equal to how much, Nana? 60. The total distance for two journeys is equal to 120. Then first 60 kilometers he traveled at 20 kilometer per hour, and next 60 kilometers he traveling at 30 kilometer per hour. Now the answer become 125 by C. Answer become exactly equal to 20. Yes, very good. Just try this question. See, one third of journey is covered at a rate of 40 kilometer per hour. One fourth of rate is 40 kilometer per hour, so 30 kilometer per hour, and rest of the journey is 25 kilometer per hour. The average speed of whole journey. What is the average speed of whole journey? What is the answer? Now guys, see, we need to identify the distance. One third of distance, they're running at a speed of 40 kilometer per hour, and one fourth of distance, they're running at a 30 kilometer per hour, and remaining distance, they're running at a speed of 25 kilometer per hour. Now, if you assume a distance, those assumed distance is always exactly divisible by one third, one fourth, and remaining. That is the most important part. The value is always exactly divisible by 3, 4, must and should, guys. Then which is the suitable value for assumption for distance? So which is the value just consider? 30 kilometer per hour, little chopper, very good, Nana. What is the value just assume? See, definitely the denominator deals with the 3 and 4, the LCM become a 12. Take it as a 12 multiple. That is the first important. And those numbers are exactly divisible by 40 kilometer per hour, 30 kilometer per hour, and 25 kilometer per hour. That is the we need information. If you go to normal approach, total assumption is equal to 12D, sir. So one third of 12, one third of 12D exactly equal to 4D by 40, sir. Okay, no problem. Next, one fourth of 12D is equal to 3D, 3D by 30, sir. No problem. And remaining, so out of 12, 7 parts are completed, remaining 5D, which is exactly divisible by 25. No problem, Anna. Now you took a LCM and then you can get the answer. You took a LCM and you can get the answer. That is the only part, no? Now LCM of 40, 30 and 25, which is the better value? Just consider which one is the better value. Now see, if you go with a 100, no problem, 200, no chances. Why? Because 30 and 40, definitely we required 120. 120 belongs to the 25. So definitely we required, it's a 8, 6, 5 and a 5 na. Again see 4, 3, 5. Now see 4 3s are 12. 5 5 is a 25, 25 is a that is the only value of 600. That is the only one chance now. See the LCM become exactly equal to 600. Now the total distance is exactly equal to see that 12D into 600. That is the total LCM. Yeah. Now see the total value 4D. You just consider as a 4D. Yes, 600 is the correct answer. Very good. Yeah. Now you just consider the total distance is equal to 600. Anna. The total distance is equal to 600. The total distance is 600. One third of 600. One third of 600. The value become one third of 600 exactly equal to 200 by 40. Again, one fourth of 600. One fourth of 600 value become 150 by 150 by 13. Anna. And the remaining distance, what is that? See, 350 out of 600, 350 completed. We left with it 250 by 25. So in this way, just assume a value. Now see, this is exactly equal to 5 times, and this is exactly equal to 5 times. This is exactly equal to 50 times. So the entire value become exactly equal to 600 divisible by 60. Guys. The total distance is equal to 600. First 200 kilometers 40. 4 5 is 20, 0, 3 5 is 15. Okay, no problem. And 25 5 is 25, 50 is. Now the total value become exactly equal to 10 now. The 10, 10, 10, 10. Wait, is it 10? Guys, just wait it now. The total distance you just assume as a 600, no problem. So the total distance is equal to 160. Okay, out of one third of 600 is equal to 200. Okay, 200 by speed is 40 kilometer per hour, and one fourth of 600 is equal to 150. They're running at a 30 kilometer per hour, and remaining 250 they're running at a speed of 25 kilometer per hour. Okay, up to now there is no problem. 25, guys, this is exactly for 10 times. Now the total value become exactly equal to 20 times. Now the value become exactly equal to 30 kilometer per hour. Answer 30 kilometer per hour. Yes, yes, like yes. So answer become exactly equal to 30 kilometer per hour. See, for any question related for any average speed, take it as distance, guys. So distance can be calculated based on LCM of their speeds. Just keep it in mind these particular point, then you can easily solve these questions, guys. Is clear? That is the first theory. If you know all these parameters, now you can easily solve the trains concept, guys. Is there any doubt up to the previous? Is it clear? Now see that all the applications, see all the applications we just apply in the concept of trains theory. Now see, first concept in the train theory. Train crosses a stationary object. Stationary object. What is the stationary object means? Sometimes they given as man, that is the tree, electric pole, whatever that, any stationary things, if they crosses a train, what are the parameters? Now see, just observe, guys. See, this is the train having a length. So length is equal to LDY because the length always in terms of meters. These particular train can crosses a stationary thing in t seconds. Then what is the speed of the train? That is the question, guys. What is the speed formula, Nana? Speed is exactly equal to distance by time. Now, what is the main important thing here? A train crosses a person in certain time. Crosses means, for example, initial position of train here, Nana. The initial position of train here. The initial position of train here exactly. See, initial position of train here is exactly equal to t become a 0. Now, the train was start moving. The train was start moving. If it crosses means it will be crosses means the train end position exactly define these particular part. This is the train end position. Now 0 become a t seconds. Now see, the entire time the distance covered by the train, see, for the entire time the distance covered by the train exactly equal to, now see, the entire time the distance covered by the train exactly equal to length of the train. The entire train, the train can cover the distance exactly equal to length of the train. That's why if any train can crosses a stationary thing, the calculation of speed of the train exactly equal to length of the train, length of the train divisible by time taken to cross that particular stationary part. That's why if any train crosses a stationary object, means here the speed can be calculated based on length of the train divisible by time taken to cross that particular object. Second option, train crosses train crosses a platform, sometimes bridge, or another train. Why? Because another train having a same length with different lengths, no. Now it will happen then in this scenario, how to calculate the speed of a train. Now see, again, this is the speed of length of the train LT, Nana. Now there is an object here, there is an object having a length, I just consider L of x, any parameter they given. Now see, these train can crosses the entire length of those object in particular t seconds. Then what is observation? Now see, here initially the length of the train here by the initial position, this is the train, for example. Now t become a 0. Now see, if train become a initial position of train here, it not crosses. So how we can say that crosses? Means the train ending position can touch the end position of other object. Now see, if you want to say that it can crosses, means this is the train end position and this is the entire train. This is the train end position and that is the entire train. Now see that in this particular train, the train can crosses the distance is exactly equal to these particular entire time. The distance is covered by the train is exactly equal to these particular. Then what is this particular distance exactly equal to? Length of the objects plus length of the train. Now see, speed of this particular train can be calculated. Length of the train plus length of the object can crosses in t seconds. If it is a, if it is a stationary thing, no need to add that particular length. If you're having any length, definitely you should add train length and object length divisible by crosses for particular time. So these are the two important parameters. See guys, so if you're having any length, we should add it. If there is a no length, no need to add it. So for calculation of the speed of a train is exactly equal to length of those train divisible by time. If the speed of this train we required based on the addition of these particular length and the train length, then you can get the answer now. So this is the theory. Is it clear? So this is the first part. Second one, trains meet each other concept. Just listen carefully. Trains meet each other concept. So here, first part. This is there is a place between, there is a two places between the distance. Clear? Having a d, having a d. They mention the d value number. If one train they're traveling at u kilometer per hour and another train traveling at a v kilometer per hour, and the distance between the two places is equal to t. Here my question, at what time the two trains will meet each other? We know that there is a two trains who are traveling in a opposite direction. Definitely there is a meeting for certain place. So we need to calculate it. At what time the two trains will meet each other? Now see, if t is equal to time is equal to distance by speed. Here speed can be deals with the relative. Why? Because if both are in the motion. Why? Because both are starts at the same time, both are in the motion. If two objects are in the motion, definitely deals with the relative speed, Nana. Now you can see that here distance is exactly, d can be defined as distance between the places divisible by relative speed. Distance between the places divisible by relative speed. Here, if both are traveling, one is u kilometer per hour and v kilometer per hour. If both are traveling in opposite direction, you can take a relative speed is u plus v kilometer per hour. If both are traveling in a same direction, then the relative speed is u minus v kilometer per hour. So this is the first concept. Now that we'll move on to that second concept. See that what is the second concept says that. Yeah. In this concept, they are not mention any particular distance. So they mention a train. A train is traveling from A to B. So with a speed of A to B is u kilometer per hour, having length of the train L1. Another train moving from B to A. B to A. Now the speed is V kilometer per hour. The speed is V kilometer per hour and length of the train is equal to L2. Here, at what time they meet each other? At what time they meet each other? Again, we can calculate a time. So time is equal to distance by speed, Nana. Here, distance can be defined as length of the two trains. Length of the two trains divisible by relative speed. Clear? If both are traveling in opposite direction, at what time they will meet each other means L1 plus L2 divisible by U plus V. If both are traveling in a same direction, if both are traveling in a same direction, so at what time they meet each other means length of the two trains divisible by U minus V. So that is the concept number 2, Nanda. Then see, third concept. There is a there is a distance between the two places. Now see, here these train can allow travel A to B, another train travel from B to A. Here my question, after meeting each other, from first two concepts deals with the meeting each other, but third concept says that after meet each other, after meet each other, see, this is the train, after meet each other, A train can cover these distance in T1 hours and B train can cover these distance in T2 hours. Then here my question, what is the speed ratio? The speed ratio exactly equal to under the root of T2 by T1. Keep it in mind. So there is a much of expression is given, but I don't go with any expression how we are getting. So directly you can take it as after meeting each other, they covered as those distance in a certain time. So the ratio of speeds exactly equal to root over T2 by root over T1. So these are the three concepts. Keep it in mind in the train theory. If the train crosses the stationary thing, so length of the train divisible by time, Nana. If train can crosses any having other length, definitely length of the train plus length of the object by time. So based on all these concepts, we can go to questions of trains concept. So clear the concept, right? Is this clear? Now, so this is the question number 1. Give me the answer. Yes, here the question. A train running at a speed of 60 km per hour, it crosses a certain pole. Certain pole means that is the stationary thing. It takes on the weight for 9 seconds. What is the length of the train? Now I clearly mentioned that speed of that any train can crosses a stationary pole. The value become length of the train divisible by time, Nana. Now see, here speed is equal to 60 km per hour. You should convert it into meter per second. That's why I mentioned step by step. So 60 km per hour converted meter per second is multiple with the 5 by 18. So length of the train divisible by, here time is equal to 9 seconds. 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 2 ones are 2, 2 30s are 35s are 150. Answer become 150. Very good, Nana. Like, yeah. Next, go with the 14th question. Next one. A certain train 120 meters long. It passes a man. See guys, the man in the motion. If any two objects are in the motion, definitely it deals with the relative speed. In the same direction which the train is going. It takes a train 10 seconds to cross that man completely. Then what is the speed of a train? Now see, speed of a train. Now speed here can be deals with the relative speed. Why? Because the person is moving with a certain speed, the train is also running at a certain speed. That's why here the relative speed is speed of train minus speed of man, exactly equal to distance means length of the train divisible by time taken to cross that person. So that is the information. Now see here, the length of the train is exactly equal to 125 Nana. The time taken to cross that person is equal to 10 Nana. Now the relative speed, see the person speed is equal to 5 kilometer per hour. 5 kilometer per hour means I just assume this is also in terms of kilometer per hour. Now see, speed of train ST minus 5 kilometer per hour converted into meter per second. Meter per second means 5 by 18. Again, you should convert it into kilometer per hour. Why? Because the answer must be in the kilometer per hour. Now see that. Just go to calculation. 5 ones are 5. 5 25 is nana. 2 nines are 2 5s are. Just cross multiply them. 5t minus 25 exactly equal to 925 is a 225 nana. Now see 5t is exactly equal to 250 ra. Then speed of train exactly equal to 50 kilometer 50 meter per second. 50 meter per second. Now see guys see. So answer what is that? You get as a 50. Now see guys, most of the students now they converted 50 into the kilometer per hour. Guys, what I am assume directly, S of t I can assume as a kilometer per hour. You already calculated S of t, Nana. You already calculated S of t, then the value become exactly equal to 50 kilometer per hour. Don't again you can convert the value. Why? Because whatever the assumption that should be a final part. So S of t already assume into the kilometer per hour. The answer become exactly equal to 50. So answer 50 kilometer per hour. Yeah. Try the next question. Now see, a train 360 meters long, running at a speed of 45 km per hour. In what time will it passes a bridge of 140 meters long? That's the question. Now see, a train crosses a bridge. Now see, speed of train exactly equal to length of the train plus length of the bridge divisible by time taken to cross the train to the bridge. Now see, yes, speed 45 kilometer per hour into 5 by 18 exactly equal to 360 plus 140 by we need to find the time. So according to the theory, see 9 twos are 9 fives are 5 fives are 25 by 2 exactly equal to these resultant is equal to 400 by t. And 25 ones are 25, 25 2 entries are 20 into 2, the resultant become 40 seconds. The resultant become exactly equal to 40 seconds. The resultant become exactly equal to, okay, it's a 14 Anna. 360, 400, 25 20s are 22s are 14 Anna. They become a 40. Next one. Just try the next question. Okay, okay, Nana. Go through the next question. Next question, see that? Now the next question, see a train 100 meters length passing a pole in 12 seconds. See, passing a pole means the speed can be based on length of the train by time taken to cross that pole. The value become 120 by 12. 120 by 12, the value become exactly equal to 10 meter per second. 1 meter per second. Now, These train can crosses another train having a length of 100 meters and traveling in opposite direction in 10 seconds. Then what is the speed of second train? See, traveling in a opposite direction means you just assume now that is also in terms of meter per second. That is also in terms of meter per second. Now, so 10 plus a converted into 18 by 5 exactly equal to, yeah. So just assume those value also meter per second, no problem. Now see, this is also meter per second. Now distance means length of the two trains exactly equal to 220 and time taken to cross that particular thing is exactly equal to 10 seconds. Now these two parameters are cancelled. Now the a value become exactly equal to 12 meter per second. Now you can convert a 12 meter per second into the kilometer per hour. Now see, 12 into 12 into 18 by 5. Now see, just multiply the two numbers. See 5 you can written as 10 by 2. Now it is easy for you. Now you can calculate the entire information. See, 18 twos are 36, 36 into 12. 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 6 plus 6 is equal to 12, and 6 twos are 12. Again, the value become 432. 432 by 10, the value become exactly equal to 43.2 kilometer per hour. 43.2 kilometer per hour. Yes. Yes, Shubham and Logesh, very good. So answer 43.2 kilometer per hour. Next, go through the next one. Next, two trains, equal lengths and running on the parallel line, same direction. The faster train, the slower train crosses means passes means it's a crosses in 36 seconds. The length of the train. See guys, so I was mentioned in the second concept, meeting is a concept. Length of the train divisible by relative speed. Now here see, there is a equal length can cross a slower train. So for example, this is the slower train and this is the faster train. It can crosses the slower train in exactly equal to 36 seconds. That is the information. Now, what is the question? We need to find the length of the train. See, here two trains of equal lengths. Equal lengths means speed is equal to distance by time. Nana. Time is equal to distance by speed. Here speed distance means two equal lengths. Two equal means L plus L is equal to 2L. Pi. Here speed is equal to relative speed. Both are traveling in the same direction. Relative speed is equal to minus. So 46 minus 36. Clear? 46 minus 36 is equal to 10. And converted into meter per second, that is equal to 5 by 18. It took a time. It took a time is equal to exactly equal to 36 seconds. That is the information. Now see, 2L exactly equal to 36 into 10 into 5 by 18. 18 ones are 18, 18 twos are 2, 2 cancel. Now the length of the train exactly equal to 50 meters. Now question, what is the length of each train? Each of train is equal to exactly 50 meters. If length of both the trains 100 nana, each train is equal to 50. That's why concept is most important. Next. Next, two trains are moving in opposite direction at 60 km per hour and 90 km per hour, and their length is 1.10 and 0.9 kilometers. No problem, given as kilometers. The time taken by the slower train can crosses the faster train in seconds. No, sir, it can crosses means meet each other concept. Time formula is equal to distance. Distance means length of the trains, Nana. And speed means relative speed. See, length of the two trains exactly equal to 2 kilometer and the relative speed is equal to 150. 150. Both are traveling in a same direction. Now, the time taken by the slower train to crosses the faster train. Now see, T. So we are calculated T, Nana. Now see, now you should converted these values. See, this is in terms of 2 kilometers converted into meters, Nana. Meters is equal to into 1000. Converted these one into meter per second, that is equal to 5 by 18. That is the overall information. Now see, I just cancel 0, 0, no problem. 5 become exactly equal to 5 become exactly equal to 20. Again, 5 threes are 5 fours are again 2 ones are 2, 2 nines are, the resultant become the kilometers. Okay, no problem. 60 and 40. Addition 90 plus 60 is equal to 150. The time taken slower train can process the faster train. Guys, just wait. The slower train can process the faster train in the seconds. So 2 kilometers, 1 kilometer into meter is equal to 1000 and 5 by 18. The value become exactly equal to where I did a mistake. A is a 24, 54. Is a 27, 27. Just wait, guys, wait, guys. Two trains are moving in opposite direction, 60 kilometers and 90 kilometers, and their length is 1.10 kilometer and 0.9 kilometer. The time taken slower train can crosses the faster train in seconds. Man. Here the distance is exactly equal to 2 into 1000 by, see, the length is equal to 2 into 1000. Both are traveling in opposite direction. Relative speed is equal to 150. Okay, 150, 5 by 18. Na? 5 by 18 means you can go with 18 as a numerator. Okay, no problem still. So 0, 0 cancel. Na? 5 become exactly equal to 20 times. Okay, still no problem. And 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20. Okay. 3 1s are 3, 3 6 are 6 4s are 24, 24 2s are 48. Sorry, I did a mistake in the calculation. So answer become 48. Thanks, Rana. 48 is the answer. Next one. Next one. See that a 270 meters long train running at a speed of 120 km per hour crosses another train running at opposite direction at a speed of 80 km per hour in 9 seconds. What is the length of the other train? Now see that. See, 270 meters long train running at a speed of 120 km per hour crosses another train in opposite direction. See, the relative speed is equal to here 120 km and 80 km. The relative speed is equal to 200 km per hour. So length of the train, one length is equal to 270, other length is equal to x. It can crosses in 9 seconds. This is the calculation case. See, 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 2 ones are 2, 2 hundreds. Nana. So answer 500 exactly equal to 270 plus x. Now the x value become exactly equal to 230. So answer 230 meters. It's very good one. Next one. Next one. See, two stations A and B, 110 kilometers apart in straight line. One station starts from A at 7 a.m. One train starts at A at 7 a.m. and running at a speed of 20 km per hour. Another train starts at a B at 8 a.m. Travel towards A at a speed of 25 km per hour. At what time they will meet each other? Here, guys, see, if it is a 7 a.m., the train only are running, A train is only running. At 8 a.m., both trains are running. Now, see, what is the observation for entire question? First of all, before starting of B train, A was covered certain distance. Now A covered how much distance, guys? 20 kilometers. Before starting of B, A covered certain distance. What I mentioned in the relative speed means it deals with the two bodies in the motion at the same time, Nana. That's why you just take it as elimination of 20 kilometers. First 20 kilometers you just eliminated. Why? Because first 20 out of 110 kilometers, 20 kilometers are related for a particular speed. Now 8 a.m. only both the trains are running, then you can go with a relative speed. Now see the distance between the places exactly equal to 90. Why? Because 20 kilometers, the distance already covered by the A in 7 a.m. to the 8 a.m. Now, so the distance between A and B, now the both the trains are running motion. Both are in the motion. If both are in the motion, definitely deals with the relative speed. Now, if two objects are traveling in the same direction, the relative speed is equal to addition. Addition means simply 20 plus 25 is equal to 45. So 45 become a 90, exactly equal to 2 hours. What I mentioned, those 2 hours you should add for 8, not for 7. Why? Because when we are exactly starts at relative speed, these time you can simply add it. Now see, 8 plus 2 hours that have they meet each other exactly equal to 10 a.m. Very good. Next one. Try this question. Shivam, thank you so much, Nana. Thank you so much, Shivam, for contribution. Definitely, I will help you. Whatever you have it out, you just ping me. I will always support you, Nana. Thank you so much, really. You're the second member. Thank you so much. Let's go through the question. See how we are dealing. So there is a very less information for this question. How we are doing this type of question. Now see, a train starts from P at 4 p.m. and reaches R. This is the P and R. A person starts at 4 p.m. reaches R at 5 p.m. Reaches R at 5 p.m. Another train starts at R at 4 p.m. and reaches 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. Then what time they will meet each other? Now see the guys, see here the between places of distance I can assume as D. Nana. I just assume the distance between the places is equal to D. That is the first important part. You just assume the distance between the two places is exactly equal to D. Now the speed of first train is speed. So speed formula is equal to distance by time. Here the distance between the places is equal to D. Time is equal to exactly 4 p.m. to reaches 5 p.m. exactly 1 hour, Nana. Now speed of train P exactly equal to D. I want speed of R. Speed of R D by T, Nana. T by the time taken by train R. 4 p.m. starts reaches 5:30 means it takes for only 1 hour 30 minutes. 1 hour 30 minutes means the value become 3 by 2. 3 by 2 means the value become 2D by 3. So this is the speed of R. Now, here the question, what time they will meet each other? Time exactly equal to distance by speed. See, so if according to the first theory, the distance between the distance between the two places is equal to D. And the speed, both are traveling in a opposite direction, relative speed is addition. So D plus 2D by 3. So answer become D by 5D. D cancel. The answer become 1 by 5th. Yeah. Sorry, and 3 by 5th, the answer become exactly equal to 3 by 5th means answer 3/5 of an hour. 3/5 an hour is equal to 60 minutes. 5 become 12, 3 12s are 36 means it takes for 36 minutes to meet each other. So they starts at 4 p.m. no, so they meets exactly equal to 4:36 p.m. So that is the information. So if there is no information, no problem, just go through the concept, then you can easily handle these type of questions. Next. Next one. Next, two trains, one from Howrah to Patna, another from Patna to Howrah. They start simultaneously. After they meet, the trains will meet each other. Guys, these question I clearly mentioned in the third concept. After meeting each other, they reach their destination. They reach their destination 9 hours and 16 hours. Now, what I mentioned that the ratio of speeds exactly equal to root over T2 by root over T1. So, answer root over 16 by root over 9. The answer become exactly equal to root over 4 by, means root over 4 square means the ratio become exactly equal to 4:3. That's why each and every concept is important. So answer simply 4:3 be the correct answer. Just keep it in mind. Don't go with the derivation part. No, it takes a time. Just go through the concept and just give me the answer. The answer become exactly equal to 4:3. And this is the most important for accident model question. Let's see the question. First of all, go through the story. What is the story? A train traveling 50 kilometers. So there is a place. Guys, listen it carefully. This is the place. A train starts here. After traveling 50 kilometers, he met with an accident. The train met with an accident. In this, and then proceeds 4 by 5th of its former rate. Means the speed is decreases and runs at 4 by 5th of former speed. 4 by 5th of S. I just consider as a here the original speed is S. For first 50 kilometers, they're running at a speed of S. After met with an accident, they proceeds with a 4 by 5th of speed and reaches the terminal at 45 minutes late. It reaches the terminal 45 minutes late. Next information. Had the accident is happened 20 kilometers further. Now, if the accident is happened, so this is the initial accidental zone. If the accident is happened 20 kilometers further, see, after met with an accident, they're running at a 4 by 5th of his speed and reaches the terminal 12 minutes sooner. Means 12 minutes sooner means you can subtract it minus 12, Nana. Minus 12. Clear? See, 12 minutes sooner means earlier than 45 minutes. Earlier than 45 minutes means, for example, it reaches in 33 minutes late. Clear? So it takes for t plus 33, it takes for t plus 45. Guys, most of the students 12 minutes sooner means they consider as t minus 12. That is absolutely wrong, man. That statement can be completely depends on the previous. So earlier late by 45 minutes. If the accident is happened 20 kilometers further, it to be arrived 12 minutes sooner. That is the entire story. And find the speed and time and the distance. So either you can calculate the speed or distance. Now see that for the entire scenario, from here the distance is 40 kilometers, 50 kilometers. From here to here, we don't know the distance. If you take it as a second one, from here to here 50, here to here 20. Now it is the, we don't know the these particular distance. We don't know this distance. We don't know this distance. Now if you cover, if you mix these two statements, guys, just observe that if you together by these two statements, what is the main important information? Now here they're running at a speed of S. Here they're running at a 4 by 5th of speed. Now here they're running at a speed of S. Here also running with a speed of s. Here also 4 by 5th of s. Now again you can divide it first statement into in this way, guys. Now this is the distance between 20 kilometers and this is the distance of 50 kilometers, but we don't know the distance. Now see, after from here to here they're running at a 4 by 5th of speed. From here to here they're running at a 4 by 5th of speed. Up to now, is there any doubt? If you understand this particular theory, then you can easily solve this type of question. First of all, confirm that is clear. Now I just interpret second information to the first information. Then I just move on to the calculation. So up to now, is there any doubt? Is it clear? Now see, for the entire information, here there is no particular information. Why? Because here constant, here constant. Here we don't know the distance, here we don't know the distance, but the information is constant. But the most important information. So these particular information, the train can be reaches 12 minutes sooner. This is the first most important observation for the entire question. Why it is 12 minutes sooner means because of the accident is happened 20 kilometers further, it reaches 12 minutes sooner. Now what I mentioned 12 minutes sooner, timing is difference means difference of timing exactly equal to 12 minutes converted into hours divisible by 60. That is the partner. 12 minutes sooner means the difference of timings. Now for above equation and below diagram, the difference of timing exactly equal to 12 minutes converted into hour, that is equal to 12 by 60. Now we know that time and speed is inversely proportional. Here 4 by 5th of speed means the time is equal to 5 by 4th of time, and here also no problem, there is a speed is equal to s and time is equal to t. The value become exactly equal to 12 by 60. Take it as C. Time and speed is inversely proportional. If speed is equal to 4 by 5, time is equal to 5 by 4. Change the fraction, don't change the alphabeticals. Na? Here there is no time. S and T is constant. No? Now you can see that 1/4 of time exactly equal to 12 by 60. 12 by 60 means 5. So that is equal to 1 by 5. Then time is equal to 4 by 5th of an hour. It means see, for covering 20 kilometers, it takes 4 by 5th of hour. Now you just calculated the speed, Nana. Now it is a speed is equal to distance by time. Here distance is equal to 20 kilometers and the time is equal to 4 by 5th of an hour. 4 ones are 4, 4 fives are 5 fives are 25 kilometer per hour. The answer is equal to 25 kilometer per hour. Is it clear about the speed? Is it clear? Now how we are getting as a speed? So speed is exactly equal to 25 kilometer per hour. Now, here my question, the distance also. Now see that for the entire scenario, he saves 12 minutes because of these 20 kilometers. It means see, for 12 minutes, they cover 20 kilometers. We want a distance, no? For a 12 minutes, they cover 20 kilometers. Here, after meeting with an accident, they late by 45 minutes. For 12 minutes is equal to 20 kilometers. 45 minutes is equal to how much? Simple thing, Nana. Just cross multiply them. So 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 3 ones are 3, 3 15s are 4 ones are 4, 4 fives are means 15 fives are 75 kilometer means after met with an accident they covered 75 kilometers and initially we have a 50 kilometers. The total distance is equal to 125 kilometers. Answer 1 be the correct answer. So if you consider as a second one, no problem guys. If you want to consider as a second one, same comparison. For 12 minutes sooner, it takes for 20 kilometers. If you want to take it as these particulars, so because of these distance, they late by 33 minutes. No, for 33 minutes is equal to how much? Now see, 3 fours are 3 11s are 4 ones are 4, 4 fives are 11 fives are 55. Nana. From here to here 55, and previous year 20, year 50 is equal to 70. The total value become 125. So anything. So answer become exactly equal to 25 kilometer, 125 kilometer, and this is the most important question. Just see guys, most important question. You can consider any of the equation. So this is the trains different models, guys. Is it clear? Now that next one, the miscellaneous applications. The miscellaneous applications in the time and distance. The miscellaneous applications. Guys, see, this is the most miscellaneous application. So just go through the derivation. What is the derivation? Just see that, guys. A train running at a certain speed, a train, person, anything. It runs at a certain speed. It covered certain distance at a certain time. That is the first information. Now, if the speed of increases by x kilometer per hour, they covered certain time. It reaches at a certain time. It reaches and compare it to the previous thing is equal to less time. Now, if you decreases the speed at x kilometer per hour, it covered same distance. They takes a timing for t plus t2. Now see guys, I just take it as v speed is equal to s1 and v speed I just consider as s2 and these time is I just consider as now t1 and these time is take it as a t2. Now we can see if the difference of timing, so time, what is the formula? Time is equal to distance by speed, Nana. The difference of timing means t1 minus t2. Here the distance is constant. Here the speed, guys. Here the speed, guys. See, here the distance. See, first distance they covered at a speed of s plus x. Clear? They covered as s plus x. Guys, see, guys, this is the most important application. How I am doing? See, according to that, there is a question he was mentioned that, for example, it makes explain the question. A train traveling at a certain distance at a constant speed. A train was 8 kilometers faster, it would take 16 hours less schedule time. If the train was 4 kilometers slower, it takes 12 hours more to reach the schedule time. Then find the either speed or distance covered by the places. So that is the way you can ask, guys. Clear? Now see, here the difference between the timing. So here the distance by S1 minus distance by s2, difference of timing. Why? Because time formula is equal to distance by speed, nana. So these value become t1 minus t2 is equal to d by s1 minus d by s2. Remember guys, now see, t1 minus t2 exactly equal to s1, take it as a d common, LCM is equal to s1 s2 and the above value is equal to s2 minus s1. If you want the distance, exactly equal to product of speeds divisible by difference of speeds into difference of timing. This is the most important formula. Clear? Guys, see, keep it remember for this type of question. If you want to calculate a distance, the formula is product of speeds divisible by difference of speeds into difference of timings. Clear? If you know this particular thing, you can easily solve the question, guys. See, product of speeds divisible by difference of speeds into difference of timings. Then you can see the question. Now you can understand betterly. Now see that what are the type of question you can apply these application. Now see guys, this is the question. A man covered a certain distance at a some speed. Now see, there is a speed, there is a distance, there is a time. Now see the question. Had he moved 3 kilometer per hour faster, so if it moving 3 kilometer per hour faster, he would take 40 minutes less time. The distance is constant, that is equal to d minus 14 mm. If you had moving 2 kilometers slower, 2 kilometers slower at a same distance, it takes 40 minutes more. Now what is the distance? See guys, first of all, you just compare these two equation and these two equation. What is the formula of distance? Distance is equal to product of speeds divisible by difference of speeds into difference of timing. Now you just equating these equations. See, product of speeds for first equation and second equation and third equation from 1 and 2, product of speeds s into s plus 3 divisible by Difference of speed s and s plus 3, the difference is equal to 3, and difference of timing is equal to 40 minutes converted into hours, guys. Again, you just compare. This is for 1 and 2. You just compare 1 and 3. Nana. 1 and 3. Product of speed s into s minus 2. Difference of speed into 2. Difference of timing is equal to 40 by 60. Now you can cancel all these parameters. You can cancel s and s, cross multiply them. 2s plus 6 exactly equal to 3s minus 6. Then s is exactly equal to 12 km per hour. Now you can get the s value, guys. But here the question related for distance. Now you can substitute it here, these equation or these equation, you can get the answer. Now you can substitute it here. 12 into 12 plus 5, 12 plus 3 is equal to 15 divisible by 3 into 40 by 60. Now you can get the distance. Cancel. 3 5s are nana, 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 5 2s are 10, 10 4s are 40. So answer 40 kilometers. Just keep in mind. So for this type of question, don't go with the equations, guys. If you go with the equation, it takes for quadratic part now. So it takes a time. Simply for this type of model, just observe the model of question. It deals with the theory, product of speeds by difference of speeds into difference of timing. Then you can easily calculate the distance. Is clear? Just try this question. What's the answer, Nana? Same thing. Product of speeds s into s plus 6 divisible by difference of speeds into x. Time 4 hours less. Hours means no need of conversion. Exactly equal to product of speeds. Now see, it has moved 6 kilometers slower. No, s minus 6, and he would take 6 hours more. So difference of speeds is equal to x and 6 hours more. Now you can cancel 6 and 6. You can cancel s and s. Now see, this is exactly equal to 2 times and 3 times now. 2s plus 12 exactly equal to 3s minus 18. Then s is exactly equal to 30. S is exactly equal to 30. Now if you want the distance means, you can substitute it here. So 30 into 36 by 6 into, take it as a 4, guys. Don't take it as a 2. Yeah. Now see, 6 6 are 36 nana. 6 4s are 24. 24 3s are 720 kilometers. 720 kilometers. Is clear? One more question. A flight is 600 kilometers. An aircraft is slowed down due to the bad weather. The average speed of trip was reduces by 200 km per hour, and the time of flight is increases by 30 minutes. Yes, the duration of flight is. The duration of flight is. Now see, in a flight 600 kilometers, the distance is equal to 600 kilometers. Aircraft was slowed down due to the bad weather. The average speed of trip was reduced by 200 kilometers, and the speed of time flight is increases by 30 minutes. Here, find the duration of flight. Now see, guys, what is the formula of distance? Product of speeds, difference of speeds into difference of timings. So that is the theory entire part. Here the distance is equal to 600 kilometers. Product of speeds, we don't know that initial speed, but it is reduces by 200 kilometer per hour, means the value become x into x minus 200 divisible by the difference is equal to 200, and the time is exactly equal to 30 minutes, means 30 by 60. See, you just calculated the x value now. No, you just calculated the x value. Now what is observation? See, so 0, 0 you just cancel. 3 ones are 3, 3 become 200. Now again it takes a calculation, guys. See, 2 twos are 4, 4 is a 24,000. No? See guys, this is the most important how we are doing the calculation. 200 into 6 is exactly equal to x minus 200. Yeah. Now see which one is the better to you. Now see 2 to the 4 means the total value is equal to 24,000. No, it's a 2 lakhs 40,000. No, 2 lakhs 40,000 is equal to x into x minus 200. Then it's like, see guys. Now for this one, if you did a calculation, this is absolutely for 600 into 400, guys. 600 into 400, the value become 2 lakhs 40,000, exactly equal to x minus x 200. Now if you observe that the x value become exactly equal to 600, this is completely observation calculation. Now see the total resultant we want 2 lakhs 40,000. So 6 into 4, we required as a difference is a 200. Now we required as a 200 as a difference. Definitely you can convert it to those values as 600 and 400. Now I can see that the speed of the flight is exactly equal to 600 kilometer per hour. If they travel 600 kilometers, it takes only for 1 hour. So this is the most important part for entire calculation. So see this question, guys. Next one. See that a man covers a certain distance between his house and office on scooter. Having an average speed is 30 km per hour, he late by 10 minutes. However, with a speed of 40 km per hour, he reaches 5 minutes earlier. Find the distance between the house and the office. Just see guys, if he travel 30 km per hour, he reaches late by office 10 minutes. So reach by office 10 minutes means the value you can consider as 10 plus 10. So t plus 10, no, not t minus 10. Then if he traveling at 40 km per hour, it reaches 5 minutes earlier. 5 minutes earlier means you took it as t minus 5. So this is in terms of minutes. Now see that if you see the entire scenario, the distance is constant. The distance is constant. Now see that the difference of timing. So the difference of timing exactly equal to 15 minutes converted into hours, that is equal to 60. The difference of those two statements exactly equal to 15 minutes converted into hours, that is equal to 15 by 16. Now what is the time formula? Distance by speed. Nana. Distance by speed. The first speed is equal to d by 30 minus d by 40 is exactly equal to 1 by 4. Now that LCM of these particular part is equal to 120 divisible by 4d minus d. 4d minus 3d is equal to 1 by 4. Now see the d value exactly equal to 30 kilometers. The d value exactly equal to 30 kilometers. The difference of timing. Time is equal to distance by speed. Now first distance they covered at 30 km per hour. Second distance they running at a 40 km per hour. Now the distance between the two places is equal to 30. Guys, sometimes keep in mind what is the original speed to reach office at correct time. Sometimes they need to ask this question, guys. At what is the required speed to reach the office at a exact time? That is the question maybe you can expect, guys. Now for the entire calculation, the distance is equal to, you already calculated 30 kilometers. Now here my question, what is the required exact speed to reach office at exact time? Means first of all you compare the first statement. For these 30 kilometers, if you walking at a 30 kilometer per hour, to reach the destination of entire office is equal to 1 hours. But he late by 10 minutes. He late by 10 minutes means the original distance between the home to office he need to covered in 50 minutes. We need to understand this particular part. Guys, see. So you already calculated 30 kilometers. You just take a first statement. He walks at a 30 kilometer per hour. He reaches office 10 minutes late. Now, if you take those scenarios, go 30 kilometers, traveling at a 30 kilometer per hour, it takes for 1 hour, Nana. For those 1 hour, 10 minutes late. For 1 hour, 10 minutes late means the distance between the original time between the home to office exactly equal to 50 minutes. Now, the exact time to reach office is equal to 30 minutes. Sorry, 50 minutes. The distance is equal to 30 kilometer. Now, the original speed means 30 by 50 by 60 distance by time, Nana. Now your answer is 0, 0 cancel. So answer 3 into 16 by 5. 5 1 ja 5, 5 12 ja 12, 3 ja 36 kilometer per hour. Maybe you can expect this question also. If you want to reach on time to the office, a person required the speed is exactly equal to 36 kilometer per hour. Either question is related for distance, it's a 30, no problem. Sometimes what is the original speed to reach the office on time means the original speed is equal to 36 kilometer per hour. Check it out, the two questions may be expected, guys. Now try this question. Tell me the distance and speed also, both that. Just try this question now. Now see, a man covers a certain distance between the house to office of scooter having an average speed of 10 kilometer per hour. He lates by 15 minutes. If he traveling at 12 kilometer per hour, if you're traveling at 12 kilometer per hour, it reaches 5 minutes earlier. Now, the difference of timing exactly equal to 20 minutes, Nana. 20 minutes means 20 by 60. The 20 minutes means 20 by 60, Nana. Now, first d by 10, d by 12 exactly equal to 20 by 60. The LCM become a 60. The numerator values are 5d minus, sorry, 6d minus 5d exactly equal to 20 by 6. Now the distance between these two places is equal to 20 km. Distance is exactly equal to 20 kilometers. Now give me the speed also, guys. What is the required speed to reach the office at time? Give me the speed also, guys. No, you can calculate it, Nana. Like you can calculate it also previous approach, Nana. Distance is equal to product of speeds by difference of speeds into difference of timing. I will tell you the other procedure also, Nana. Just go through the like, no problem. Ra. Product of speeds means 10 into 12 by difference of speeds and the Nana 2 into, and difference of timings is exactly equal to 20 minutes converted into hours. That is the most important part here. So 6 1 is 6, 6 2 is 2, 2 cancel, 2 into 10 will become 20 kilometers. You can calculate it, no problem. Ra. You can calculate it based on the previous also, Nana. See, if you want the exact speed, what is the exact speed? Means see, for 20 kilometers, if you take it as a first statement, 10 kilometer per hour, to reach, it takes for 2 hours. But those 2 hours, 15 minutes late. 15 minutes late means the exact time is equal to 1 hour 45 minutes. 1 hour 45 minutes means 45 by 16. 15 3s are 15 4s are, the resultant becomes 7 by 4. Clear? 7 by 4. Now, what is the exact speed means 20 by 7 by 4. So answer 80 by 7 kilometer per hour. That is the time, Nana. Clear? Next, last question. See, a boy goes school 3 km per hour and return at a 2 km per hour. If it takes 5 hours in all, it takes 5 years and all. Find the distance between the place. Okay, simply guys, see 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 hours time, no problem. If you want the distance means the LCM of these two numbers, answer becomes 6 kilometers. Simple. 3 plus 2, sum of the numbers is equal to 5. LCM distance, LCM's of distance is equal to speed now. Sorry, LCM of speeds is equal to distance now. 3 and 2 LCM is equal to 6 kilometers. So direct answer 60 is the right answer. Otherwise, go with the procedure. So what is the procedure means? See, time is equal to 5 hours nana. Forward journey plus return journey. Time formula, distance by speed. First distance, he covered 33 km per hour. Return journey 2 km per hour. It takes 5 hours. Now see, 5d by 6 is equal to 5. 5 cancel. That d value become exactly equal to 6 kilometers. Simply, if sum of two together is equal to 5, no problem. If you want time, sum of the two timings, guys, 5. If you want the distance means LCM of two parameters. LCM of the two parameters is equal to 6 kilometers. And this is homework for you. Just try this question and post your answer in the comment section. Okay. Out of 30, is there any doubt? Except 30. Don't ask. Don't say that is a doubt. That's the homework for you. Evening session is pakka na 6:30. Directions along with some puzzles. Combo class. So is there any doubt? So this is the entire concepts. If you are good at a concept, then you can easily solve any questions, guys. Doesn't matter. Question doesn't matter. If you know the concept, then you can solve the questions, guys. Now, is there any doubt out of 1 to 29 questions? So 30th question is related for homework part. Guys, so as I mentioned earlier, TCS NQT write down the mock test in students corner, guys. Is there any problem? You can ping message there only, guys. If you have any doubt, you just ping their message. There is a message box in that website. You just message, is there any problem regarding the test, guys? And one more thing, just keep it in mind and solve boards and streams. Just go through the playlist and go through the concept of boards and streams, guys. I am unable to cover that topic. Yeah, Shubham, post your answer in the comment. Nah, not now. I will remove this one. See, guys, go with the concept of boards and stream. Why? Because boards and stream is a application of time and distance, no? So boards and streams, go through the playlist. The topic is already completed. Just go through the playlist and it available boards and streams. Don't leave the topic, guys. Why? Because boards and stream is the application of time and distance, Nana. Just go through the playlist. It available. Is there any doubts, Nana? Maximum 90% is syllabus of quantitative aptitude and reasoning covered by myself. 90% is just completed. And remaining we left with some portion, and just go through that. The videos are available in our channel. If any video, just go through the videos, Nana. Just go through the playlist. It available all the topics, no? But according to the TCS NQT, I just covered for these 16 days. 90% of syllabus I just go covered. So today the date is 18th, na? So tomorrow I am taking a topic and day after tomorrow I take it concepts from the 20th 21st, 22nd, and 23. I'm going to discuss only mocks, either PYQ, previous year questions, or I just prepared by myself. Whatever. That last 3 days, last 4 days, don't expect any concept, guys. Don't ask me also. Just go through all the concepts. We already completed in 16 days. And if you have any other than these 16 days, just go through the playlist. It's available like a blood relations and directions. I am going to cover today, no problem. So blood relations, number series, and inequalities, whatever that we already completed different concepts, and just go through the playlist and it available already. So it's clear. Okay, guys. See you. See you in the evening session. Bye, guys.